equally sad. Toad's Folly. So this one should be easy, because it starts with only one that can be manipulated at all. What shall I do with you, Grand Sir? Oh, this is 2 ladders side by side so that I can put it there and then descend upon it. There, I have descended upon it. Fat lot of good that did me. I don't want to be on top of a sausage, Daddy. Let me out. I can step into it and then go off the ladder? Sure. That's not good. Stepping onto this seems like a terrible idea. There's nothing to be gained from just walking up and down the boardwalk. Why would they give us this tool? I did not. I did not do a 1. I want to be on top of the snowman. The ground here, perhaps I could drain all the mana from it, turning it into sand and making it easier to move the sausages. I see no drawbacks to this plan. I know, dude, but it's really hard to come back to this game. This is... It's beyond challenging. It's a whole different way of braining that I forgot how to do. It seems like a lot of these deal with putting sausage on your head, or putting your head on a sausage, or putting a sausage on a sausage. Gator paddock. We got all these dang bushes. So that's not going to work. There's something I do not get. There's only one sausage, and from this apparatus over here, it seems like I am supposed to stab the sausage and bring it up with me. What will we gain? I go up, and I can't jump off. Can't leap to my death. Tempting, but no. Ederiofer? Hello. I am just about to give up. I started playing this game like 2 months ago, and then I took a really long break from it, and now that I'm back, it is a hopeless endeavor. I did get one done today. Oh, you were here about 9 months ago. Interesting. Do you remember which game? What was I playing? I could have had a baby. Could I have? I'm not sure about that. In any case, I did not. So I've only solved one puzzle so far today, and it unlocked this new area where I have yet to find a single one that I am capable of doing. Could anything? Wow, that is a foolish belief, let me tell you. Crunchy leaves. I don't even want to look at this one. Okay, so the grill, if you can call it that, how in the world are we going to cook? How in the world are we going to cook these sausages? It's the question I pose to you. Like, the other ones that I looked at, Oh! I have that written down somewhere. Although I'm reconsidering whether I should ever play puzzle games again, honestly. Like, I've been doing, over the past several months, I've been doing a lot of rewatching my old streams, right? Just going through and watching, you know, my whole YouTube catalog, or almost all of it. Usually at, like, 1.5 times speed or 2 times speed. And it seems like most of the fun that I've had has been through non-puzzle games. Through games with a lot of dialogue that I can read out loud and laugh about and insert my own little quips. It seems like these... While the little, like, Baba Is You moments and witness moments are great, where it's like, oh, I get the thing. Those are great. And easy puzzles, like the Turing test, we just started that on Thursday. Easy puzzles like the Turing test allow me to have lots of those, like, oh, okay, I look at the thing, I see the thing, I do it, and we move on to the next one. I don't know if I should be playing difficult puzzle games on stream, because I don't know that the enjoyment is there for me or for you. Like, I don't even feel good about that the one puzzle that we did solve. It wasn't a spectacular feeling, and I'm not even thinking about this one because I'm just talking about it instead. Did you see? I saw there was some playful ribbing between Square Enix and Blizzard that they tweeted out to Blizzard, like, "Oh, congratulations on Shadowlands!" And they posted like a GIF of Shadowbringers. We just had an expansion a few months ago in Final Fantasy XIV called Shadowbringers, and now here they go making one called Shadowlands, in which Sylvanas splits the night sky hysterically. It's like, you're just copying our trailer exactly. But I imagine it's playful. It's not like they're actually saying, like, you guys ripped us off. Also, I just noticed I don't see another like book thing. This could be the last island. Right? I mean, there's only so many sausages. We don't need more. Oh, never mind. There's one up here. Does it say anything helpful? I'm sure it does. Every learned person would write a memoir in their final years of life. Would they? I'm learned. And when we get that one, we're going to bring it over here. And we're going to go to an even harder bunch of puzzles. This is a gator paddock again. You do get some enjoyment. I'm glad for that. Serp's the one who pays the bills around here, so I guess we'll do whatever he wants. Trapped forever. This was a great plan. yeah. The Somnium was. It's more enjoyable because things happen instead of me crying into my microphone for 3 hours. Like, this one I should be able to figure out. There's only one sausage in it. There is something which I am meant to do that involves a sausage. Let's figure it out. I can step onto the sausage, and that is death, because I can never get off again. Oh, no, just kidding. I can come over here. Oh, just kidding. I am trapped forever. I guess if I get this, if I get the sausage up on top of those bushes there, that will work. I could do that if I ever do this, I can't get it back. I can't get it off of my fork. Stab the right side instead, and now I can't go up any ladders. It's really frustrating because I feel like every one of these that I've looked at has some sort of gimmick, and I'm not sure what there is for me to learn. What is there that I could learn that would make this possible? And is it the same trick that I could then apply to every other? No. I'm almost at the point where I want to just exhaustively like map out a tree of every single thing that I could do. Right? I could push this to the right one space, or I could roll it downwards one space, or I could roll it upwards one space. Until some combination of things yields a thing that I didn't know that I could do with a single sausage and a single fork. And a cavalcade of ladders. I could walk onto the sausage and then... I can't even think of what I'm trying to do. That's not helpful. But what, other than getting the sausage up to the top? Well, what else would you call those ladders? A plethora? A menagerie? Oh, that reminds me. Pitch Shifter is probably finishing Danganronpa 2 tonight. It's going to be magnificent. I'm so looking forward to it. Yeah, I push a combination of buttons and this suddenly turns into the room 3. The sausage is pulled into the null direction. Alright, do I want to stab the sausage and go up a ladder? If so... Oh, you know what? I can stab the sausage from above. Let's do that. That's why this is shaped like this. Alright. Success. Why have I done this? Did I want it here? I got it on my head. Alright, so we got that much, but I don't actually want that. Do I? I don't want that either. Do you want to stab a sausage? Ooh, not like that. Alright, so at least we have something to play around with now. Now the question becomes, why did I become a chef in the first place? I think what I want is for it to be vertical. Right here. And then... Alright. That kind of has to be the beginning. This kind of has to be where we might as well call this the start of the puzzle. The sausage is there, I am here. What happens next? Go down? No. Go left, and then down, left and then up, left and then back. No. Right? Right will make me ascend. Up doesn't do anything. Only thing for me. So this is basically the start of the puzzle right here. There's nothing, well, or I come up facing that way. I cannot go down this ladder, but I can step on here to no avail. Didn't I do something cleverer than this? What did I do? I had a sausage on my fork. Then I went like, okay, that was it. I turned around, I came up here. Yeah, if I'm not going to get on the sausage, I'm not going to... Oh, I could, Nope, no I couldn't. Alright, so step 2, step 1, whichever step we're on, is to come here, go up the ladder. We did it. I can go back down, or I can turn to the right. I can turn again and leave it there, or I can go up with it on my head. This is the decision point. I have to think carefully about this one. I can either go up the ladder, or I can go down the ladder and leave it there. If I go down the ladder and leave it there, I can go back up the ladder, or go up this ladder. Up that one knocks it off. I'll come up here, where I can then knock it to the side if I want. Alright, so that's one possibility. Come up there and knock it to the side. Or put it on my head while turned to the right. Alright, well these are two very different possibilities. My goal is to eat the sausage and then go to bed. How are we going to manage that? Hint, you have a sausage on your head. It seems like the goal should be for me to be standing on the bush over there, but that's not possible. The only way, and I can say this with confidence, the only way that I could ever stand on that bush is if the sausage was not on my head and was not on the bush. The sausage would need to be on the floor. and then no one would eat it except for didn't notice you. So we did some shenanigans, but I don't know why. Let's back up. What was the other possibility? The other possibility was come up here and go, haha, now you are down there. What do you think about that? From there I can walk it off. I can step onto it. Do a little of that. I can, whoops, that knocks it off. Alright, and that's about it. Alright, so I don't think that's it. I mean, there's that, but that didn't really help. Alright, so if I don't... Okay. Oh, hold on. I've been ignoring the fact that if I can get it vertical, then I can just knock it off and win, right? Right? Aren't you a winning sausage now? Oh no, because it can't fit through the... Oh. Alright. You are vertical then. Perhaps now if I were to stab you... No. Don't object. Oh, well, if I stab it, I can't go up any ladders. Once I've got it up there and vertical, I can't actually do anything. Right? Well, I could... Oh. Push it that way, right? And then instead of walking it to the right, can I... No. I could get on it. That's a recipe for disaster sausages. Right? Right. I could just push it up. Doesn't work. Or if I could get... pushes it off. Alright, so the thing I'm trying to accomplish may also be impossible, and that is getting the vertical sausage across this gap so that it rests upon the stuff. From here, I can either go up this ladder, which puts it on my head, let me make sure of this too. Do I have a way of partially cooking it here, or certainly no? Even like that, I can't get off. No. No. I might have been defeated by the game. I had a great time playing through the beginning of Steven's Sausage Roll. And we are now at... without even having any idea how much left there is in the game, I'm like, I've already hit the part where my brain just cannot. Sad as that is. So it doesn't look like I can cook the sausage in even one little bit and then still get it out of there. Like, this seems like we ought to be getting somewhere. I mean, that's progress. Right? That's not progress. Is that progress? Oh, is that progress? Oh, I think it might be. Not like that. Oh, maybe like that? No, that's just where we already... That's the same thing we were already doing. Oh, that's a little different. That's a little... Alright, so we've got... I don't really want it there, though. I want it... Oh my gosh. Not like that, but like... Is that even close? Is that a little bit? If it was a little bit closer, I could... I don't know what I could do. Don't know. Does that? Does that help? Nope. Let's go back to the moment when I got this sausage on my head. Okay. Instead of going up like that, what if I go up like this? Eh? Eh? No, that's boring. Like this. And like this. Okay, this is what I already did before. Turn like that, and then no. That was different too, but not helpful. Go like that. I think we already did this. Yeah. Just kind of repeating the same actions now. Yeah, Turing test is really fitting the bill. I'm wondering what other games there are that are like that, where I would get to, you know. I mean, it's also that those just have easier puzzles. I mean, if Steven Sausage Roll had like a good 30 minutes of dialogue, you know, after each world or whatever, it still wouldn't help with the pacing, because I would still go, okay, I'm going to read for a bit, and then we're going to have an entire day where I just roll around in a pile of sausages. And that's what you tuned in for. Neither of those two? I'm playing Turing Test and liking it. Yeah, Talos Principle I had some issues with. I didn't really like the puzzle design. I didn't like the aesthetic. And I didn't even really like the story too much. I liked the idea of the story, but not the way that they did it. Turing Test, I would say, hasn't been boring though. Like none of the puzzles so far in that have like stopped me really cold, like this plain old one sausage puzzle here. I mean, I'm willing to chalk it up to Talos Principle wise, willing to chalk it up to them just having a different idea of like what makes a good puzzle. Like the ones where there were like secret star puzzles where you could smuggle boxes out of a puzzle room or into a puzzle room, or you could go get a thing from another room and bring it in. And I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that as like, that's the trick. That's the thing you were supposed to figure out, is that you go and use a resource from outside of the puzzle room. I'm like, bleh, I don't like that. But this sausage has turned my brain into a potato. And I think maybe there's a possibility that if I had just played it straight through without taking a break, I could have been a contender. I could have actually done a fantastic job, but I did not. Potatoes go well with sausage. Keep getting stuck on this idea that I can get it to vertically fall off of me, but I really can't. If I want to leave that. Was this it? That doesn't help. Well, I got on top of it while it's vertical. I guess that's something new, but it's still unhelpful. Oh, but yeah, Baba Is You is way, way, way up there. I like that almost as much as the... I mean, in some ways, I liked it even more than The Witness. Which is saying a whole lot. Even though it also kind of did this, where it would go... Here is a really, really honestly impossible puzzle for you. Oh? Oh! Oh, we finally did it! Maybe. Yes? Right? How do I get it off of there? Meh, 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 meh. Okay. I can get on there and walk around. That's not going to help. Or is the solution... Okay. Yeah, if I roll it off, that doesn't help. Witness? I don't know. There are things that people criticize about The Witness that I'm like, that's perfect for me. I thought this was what I wanted. I thought this was what I wanted out of life, and it turns out... So I can go like... that doesn't help. So back up to when it was one space over. No, not like that. Like that. You definitely cannot jump off of a sausage. Once you're on a sausage, walking to the left will push the sausage to the right if available. Walking to the right will push it to the left if available. You can walk off of it by moving up or down, but the only way that you can ever walk off of it to the left or right is if both of them are blocked. Like if there is something to your left and to your right, then you can step off of it onto the other thing. Had I completed The Witness? Yeah. Yeah, I played The Witness. I got all the lasers. I beat the challenge. And then eventually I went and just looked up all the other stuff that I hadn't done, which was a phenomenal regret. I wish that I had not. I wish I had stuck with it and tried to do absolutely everything myself. But I can't think of what you mean. There's at least one place in the game where where the puzzle can cause a solver to end up with the wrong impression of the rules. Because I feel like whenever that happens in the witness, you know, it's your own mistake. There's a thing that people sort of intrinsically do. I'm trying to remember what it's called. There's a test where you say, here are 3 numbers. Or you go, here is a function. If you give me 3 numbers, I will tell you yes or no. And you have to figure out what is the rule that I am using to evaluate those numbers, right? And so someone goes 4 4 4. You go no. You go 4 4 5. No. 4 3 5. No. 3 4 5. Yes. All right. 3 you know, you go like that, and the thing is, people will wind up with, even if the rule is as simple as it has to be 3 different numbers in ascending order, they'll come up with a more complicated rule because they won't, once they have a hypothesis about what it is, they're more inclined to test it by looking for positives. Like if they seem to think that it's, oh, it needs to be 1 number and then you double it and then you double it again. So like 2 4 8. You go yes. You go 3 6 12. Yes. Okay, 4 8 16. Yes. And they go, okay, I figured out the rule. It's like, no, you figured out a more complicated rule and you didn't test the negative. That's something, the witness, because it allows you to go back and do the same puzzle again, that's something that you should be learning to do. To go, I might have the wrong impression of this. Let me go back and try to fail the puzzle. That's one of the big... Oh, you're aware of that, and what you're saying doesn't fit into that. Okay. Sorry, I was rambling and didn't read what you were saying. In the swamp area, where the blue polyominoes removing yellow, it's entirely possible for yourself to end up with the incorrect interpretation of blue squares can remove polyominoes that poke outside the grid. I mean, there's really just the one blue Tetris that is tricky, that I can immediately think of as it really throws people off because they don't have a firm understanding, and there's really nowhere else to test it other than that one puzzle, because you're never in another situation where that happens, where they overlap and you're... But you do, though. There is a rule, and you can just come to the wrong conclusion about what the rule is. I don't remember if... You know what happened, though? When I got to that puzzle, the exact puzzle, the one where it's like there's a thing, and there's a thing, and there's a blue 2x2, and you're supposed to figure out, oh, if they overlap, you can cancel the overlap. I figured that one out in a much easier way. I went, well, there's 12 yellow, and there's 4 blue. Whatever shape I end up with can only be 8 large, and there's really only one shape that you can do that's 8 large, and I drew it, and I was like, will this work? And I'm like, oh, so I figured it out kind of in reverse. This, though, this sausage and its fork and its man and his feet. I don't know, after, like, as soon as I hope I'm not misremembering it, but if I go back and look at my witness playthrough, I'm pretty sure that once I drew that, I'm like, does that work? And I'm like, the one shape is like right there, so are the other two? And I just went, okay, I see it, they overlap. I actually don't think I've run into somebody who had an issue with thinking that they were able to delete squares outside of the grid. That is an interesting observation. the thing that's always scary about puzzle games. I know Marstead is kind of I've run into that someone now. Fair enough. Marstead is currently playing through Baba Is You, and he's adopted what he considers to be like a spoiler light policy, where like a hint light policy, where rather than, if he starts to get stuck on a puzzle, rather than saying somebody give me a hint, he'll do something and then he'll say, okay, is the puzzle unsolvable now? And get like a yes or no answer, so that he doesn't wind up in an unwinnable state, thinking, oh, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that. And it's like, no, you have to back up more. You have to reset. But I feel like that, I mean, it's fine. It's fine to play it that way. But to me, that would be a little too cheaty. Like, even right now, for me to, like, eliminating huge swaths of the puzzle, of going, I don't have to explore this idea at all. It does help narrow it down, but it also, I really, really wish this sausage would just get off onto the thing. Alright, maybe. Alright, let me get out of this one. I feel great that I made enough progress that I got the thing on top of the thing, but it turned out that was not helping me. Or is it? No, it really isn't. If I look at it from outside here. Oh, I don't want that one.